Jeremy Jackson, who played Hobie Buchanan on that series back in the 90s, spent a little too much tea, in my opinion. So Jeremy Jackson, the former child star, best known for playing David Hasselhoff's son on Baywatch, maybe oversharing a bit about his NSFW antics while filming the dramatic series. Now, I grew up on Baywatch, so I just thought, like, on Saturdays, this was like, it's funny, it was Xena, Hercules, and I remember earlier in the day, it used to be Baywatch. I would watch, I think it used to come on 5 o'clock on Channel 9 on Saturdays. And then also, there was the Highlander series, Duncan MacLeod of the Cloud McClouds, or Clan McClouds, I'm sorry. It was like with Adrian Paul playing, the immortal. There can only be one. So I used to watch that. There was a lot of really good shows that used to come on in the 90s during that era. And Baywatch, no shade, was my guilty pleasure. So there's actually, if you're going Hulu, and it dropped today. So they have a docu-series, I think it's 4 parts, called After Baywatch Moment in the Sun. So it premiered today. I haven't gotten around to watch it, but I saw this story and I was like, okay, we definitely have to talk about this on the show. So Jackson, who is 43, who played Hobie Buchanan on the popular 90s Beach series, revealed he'd sneak into the actresses' trailers when they were home from the day and smell their worn bathing suits. Ew. He said, I would usually sneak into the women's trailers after they were done and grab their dirty bathing suits. Let's just say I smelled every bleep on Baywatch. Did he say pussy? And said, Jackson shared, adding he found one Baywatch babe's scent irresistible. And Nicole Eggert was the big one for sure. He said in the clip, we had a very intimate moment, her and I, and she never knew about it. Now, after the shocking revelation, producers spilled the beans to Eggert, 52, who is battling breast cancer after being diagnosed in 2023. The actress played Summer Quinn on the show and wasn't shocked to learn about Jackson's confession. She said, I knew Jeremy very well. This surprises me not at all, she responded in the documentary. Jackson joined Baywatch in 1990 when he was only 10, beating out several other child actors, including Leonardo DiCaprio, for the role. Well, funny, back in those days, it's like every young actor went up for the same damn roles. So I'm not surprised that, Leonardo DiCaprio was always in those rooms trying to get cast and stuff. They said he grew up on the set, remaining on the show for its entirety until 1999. So it was like, I think it went on for like 9 or 10 seasons. So they also say in the documentary, he shared that Nicole was the one, I guess you could say, I looked up to. She would come to work late and not give a fuck. And I do wonder if that was probably one of the reasons why y'all fired her, because she ain't last on she was only on the show for a couple of seasons. Then she kind of like was gone. So they said Eggert laughed over Jackson's habit, saying, I'm not even mad at 14-year-old Jeremy. I mean, puberty on a show like that. I love grown-up Jeremy for being honest about 14-year-old Jeremy. Now, Jackson, who played the son of David's character, David Hasselhoff's character, they said struggled with crystal meth addiction while filming the series. So was that why he started looking a little old in the face? So they said, I remember David saying, are you smoking pot or something? And I was thinking, like, Jesus, they think I'm smoking pot? I could never tell them the truth. What would they think? When you haven't slept for 5 days and you've been smoking crystal meth, having somebody look you in the eyes and say, dude, are you okay? It's like the worst thing that can happen. Yeah, because once you start doing that meth, and I've seen it, y'all start looking like something out of Dawn of the Damn Dead. Now, Jackson also served time in 2017 for his involvement in an alleged stabbing. I was spiraling down for sure. My life slipped through my hands like sand. Would I do it all again? Probably not. So yeah, throughout the years, I guess being a child star, he was going through some stuff. And I remember like when I used to watch Baywatch, it was all about, I love me some Pamela Anderson. And, Pamela Anderson was the one that became the biggest star out of that show. And of course, we had Yasmin Bleeth. We had Alexandra Paul. We also had, y'all remember, before this series, she was in, what was the Stephen King movie? Christine. She was in that. And then also, I also had my other favorites. I love me some Billy Warlock. I love me some David Chokachi, or as I used to call him, David Choke Your Chicken. And then, of course, we had the first Black Baywatch babe, Tracy Bingham. And let's not forget, Jason Momoa once upon a time was on Baywatch also, but I believe that was Was that Baywatch Nights or was that no? Baywatch Nights had Eddie Cibrian on it. I remember that. But Jason Momoa, I think they tried to do a Baywatch spinoff, and he was a part of that because I don't recall him being on Baywatch. But I do remember he was a part of the Baywatch family. But I think it was a spinoff they tried, and it was short lived. But I do remember that they did try to do a primetime series, Baywatch Nights, with Eddie Cibrian. And David Hasselhoff was a part of that show as well. So they tried many a times over the years to spin off the franchise or whatever. But we all know like Pamela Anderson was the one who was the breakout star. She was the one who was actually not there when they did the premiere, the red carpet, as y'all saw the picture of Jeremy Jackson on the red carpet. And so, you had to have a specific body type when you was on that show because they talked about it. It's like, no, when it came to them bikinis, you had to fit it in. And like I said, they had like the first black Baywatch babe, Tracy Bingham, who still looked the same, but you could tell she had some work done. But she's still wearing them crooked ass wigs. I kind of wish I would have had the picture of her up in here so y'all could have saw it. And then they also had Erica Eleniak on there, but I think she was on season, like the earlier seasons when the show first started. But she wasn't there, and also and Carmen Electra was a part of the show as well. Let's not forget about her. So many beautiful women came from that show, and that was just a show that was just a moment in time. I was like, Jeremy looked good here. The body is bodying. He looked like an MMA fighter, but the body's on point though. But in regards to that, I was like, yeah, that was a little bit oversharing with him. But I will say this. It's like, I totally get it. Like, if you work on a show and it's like hormones is raging, you're 14 years old and you're surrounded by hot chicks all day. You're on a beach, half naked and all this other stuff, shooting a series where it's all about eye candy and beautiful women. And they're wearing like these bikinis where it's just like the inseam is like up in their vagina damn near. You'd be up in there sniffing their panties too. So I'm not mad at Jeremy over this. Even though, like I said, it's TMI, I get it. Because you were a kid. And it's like, when them hormones is raging and you around pussy all damn day, how you supposed to react? And I'm sure he was probably beating his meat, sniffing all that mess while he was working. I mean, while he was in their trailers. I'm just glad he didn't get caught. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story? Do y'all think it was TMI, or did y'all have a cackle like I did? I had it on the inside. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.